In today's old school rare NASA clip, we get to see several things revealed to us in this rather revealing clip. So let's have a look. So let me set the scene. Old school International Space Station spacewalk from the Space Shuttle era. This historical clip was filmed and commentated on live. This old school clip serves up two wonderful gems. First up, we've got a bubble fest of the highest order. Soon as the astronaut comes out the hatch and we join the action, there's bubbles, but when he moves to the left and gets closer to the space station and appears upside down, there literally is bubbles everywhere.
I'm ready for you to come on in. Okay. Clay, do I have a quick administration? Take 3 grip, PRT's in, PGT's in.
Dave Williams about to move out of the Quest airlock. Those particles that you see emanating from the airlock is said by the EVA officer Paul Baim in Mission Control to be particles of water from the crew's sublivators on their spacesuits.
That's the U. There you go. Come up a little bit there. Okay.
The suits are in good shape, according to the spacewalk officers here in Mission Control.
ATC. I'm just out of the airlock right now, and I'll get in config.
Now watch between the astronaut and the space station. Watch that gap and look at how many bubbles there are. This is some of the most obvious underwater footage I think I've ever seen that's so-called sighted from space.
The waist feathers all hooked up, the safety feathers, I should say. Okay.
Dave Williams beginning the 3rd spacewalk of his career, having logged 12 hours, 45 minutes of spacewalking time on this mission.
I've never seen so many bubbles in space. Never seen it so many.
Safety cutter on 550. Copy. On 550. Got it.
The commentators here back at HQ are commentating on it now, and strangely enough, the astronaut can't see it. But what makes this really damning is what we're going to see in the hatch in a minute.
Again, TC? Okay. My right safety tether is locked black on 550. Got a good tug test on that.
Tracy, Houston on the big loop. It looks like we're seeing water or something coming out of Dave's suit. We're wondering if you can have him take a look around, see if he sees any of it.
Yeah, I saw the same thing too, Tony. Hey, Dave, pause for a sec and take a look around your suit. But yeah, if you could make your way. We saw some droplets coming out, and I'm looking at you from camera, Charlie.
Okay.
And I saw them go up towards your feet.
Okay, I don't see anything.
Well, perhaps I can help, mate. Besides the thousands of bubbles there that strangely enough you can't see, perhaps I can help. I'll just rewind the footage just a second here, my underwater friend. Just a smidge. And we'll look in the hatch.
Up towards your feet.
Okay, I don't see any.
You can't see anything, strangely enough, despite there being thousands of bubbles around you. But we can see a scuba diver's tank inside the hatch there, fella. Which of course would explain the thousands and thousands of bubbles there. You guys are underwater. This is more underwater pantomime sighted as coming from space. Let's zoom in on this hatch shot. Bear with me. And of course, when we zoom in, we can see the scuba diver's tank. And we know these clowns train with scuba divers. You would have thought if space was real, you'd kind of mix up your underwater training and your vacuum chamber training. They never do vacuum chamber training, just underwater training. And of course, that's for good reason, because all these spacewalks are underwater, which is why you see scuba tanks in space and loads of bubbles, as if it's a bubble fest in space. It's ridiculous. And of course, we've only got to look at stuff like this. You can see the banding on the tank of a scuba diver who aid these so-called astronauts in their dark deeds. And of course, that explains why you're seeing scuba diver tanks in space. These clowns have been lying to you for years. NASA, all the space companies are just pantomime companies that deceive gullible minds. It's not even difficult to work out. Globe scientifically impossible. As simple as it gets. But when you look at space, it's just pure mockery. Come on.